off from the luxurious life that he used to lead as a pop singer in England for some years. He now started asking himself about the reality of the world. It's not about the fame. It's not about it's not about the whole arula, the whole prestige that he used to have or enjoy in the past, but now he's just like thinking like a human being. You know, he doesn't have any of these influences around him, like the fame, like the wealth, like the publicity, and now he's just thinking like an ordinary human being, asking these questions: why I'm here, who I am. And the same question, inshallah, if we have the time, you can see as well in the clip by Hamza Yusuf. He had a sort of a problem as well. He was in a serious car accident, and for some years he was hospitalized, and he started developing this sort of critical thinking about his existence, about his religion and so forth. So this is very important, because when you talk to non-Muslims, you need to bear in mind that these sets of questions, they already exist in their minds. So you need like to be prepared by providing them with some answers about this universal existence, who we are, why we are in this life, what is the aim of this life, how we should live it. Because this is, for example, this is, inshallah, I'm going to give you this PDF file which contains a list of the stories of some Muslims, like new Muslims or converts to Islam, about the particular reasons for which they came to Islam. And you will see in them that the point of change that affected their life, that helped to change or shift their orientation in life from A to Z. Okay? So once they find this point, they start shaping and formulating the whole of their lives according to its premise. Like, for example, here when he says that I came to realize that man is created to be God's deputy on earth. This is a very important notion, because from this, everything which is built upon it has to be in compliance with its teachings. And it is important to realize the obligation to rid ourselves of all illusions and make our lives a preparation for the next life. So now he has defined two major points in his life: where we're coming from, who we are, and where we are going to. And between these two lines, or these points, he has shaped his understanding of how he should live or should lead his life. I don't want to keep you waiting for long, but inshallah, after you watch the clip, we'll have like an open discussion as we did last time. And after, inshallah, during the presentation and the open discussion, you will have the file. I'll leave it on the computer here. You'll have the file, and you will read through the whole story of his embracement of Islam, what inspired him to ask these questions, and how he came to know about Islam and so forth. And inshallah, if you have still further questions, we can get into a discussion by email or so. The interview is divided into 3 clips. We will inshallah play them in order. It's Yusuf Islam.
Our guest today was an ex-pop star. Actually, he's a singer and still is singing, but not for the same reasons anymore. Are you getting curious? Then stay with us for the next half an hour, because we are today having Yusuf Islam, who used to be called Cat Stevens, in our studio. Most welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tawfiq. We're very happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
We will try to talk about art and the different aspects and how it is related to, let's say, to the Islamic art and what you used to do before. But to start with the story, usually go to the beginning of the story. Could you tell us something about your past and basically how you felt, how you perceived life when you used to be a doctor?
Of course, my story has been told many times in different ways, but the main issue is that my life has been, before Islam, was a search. So whether it was my personal life or whether it was my artistic life,
Yes.
I was searching for peace. I was actually searching for big answers to life, and I was looking not just for external peace, but internal peace.
Definitely.
And so my songs, if people analyze my songs, you'll find there are different types of songs.
You said so many times the key word I was going to use in my next question is that end of the 60s and beginning of the 70s all the way to most people really in the search of love and peace. These were like, the two main words, especially in the younger generation, that people would use. And they would turn to so many different directions in different countries too, maybe India or some kind of Buddhist meditation, etc. Now their direction to find your peace and love you took was actually very different from the large majority of the people back in the UK at that time. Could you just tell us a word about basically your first contact with the Muslim community and how it affected your art?
Well, really, I didn't contact the Muslim community until after I discovered Islam. That's a strange story. How do you discover Islam without meeting Muslims? Well, I discovered Islam by reading the Quran. So I think I was very fortunate because maybe, someone who sees Muslims today, or comes into contact, if they're not the right Muslims, there are many good Muslims, but if they meet the wrong kind of Muslim, maybe they will judge Islam by that. I never had that chance. I went straight to the Quran. And from that, I discovered the essence, what I believe to be the essence of the solutions which God has given us through this revelation, the Quran. And of course, the most important one is how to access or how to approach God. And if you look at other religions, each one, there is something which, if you like, diverts one away from the pure devotion and worship the one God. Islam to me was the most perfect way to approach God without anybody or anything in between or diversion away from God himself. So that's what I discovered. After I was convinced that this is the right path, this is the only path, this is the straight path, then I became Muslim. How do you become Muslim? You can't do it alone. You have to go to the mosque. I went to the mosque, and that's where I first became introduced to Muslim community.